From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. But right away, they'll change the look. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
He's going to keep this again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And now they'll shift things around. Second and 1. They'll get this out to Kamara. Down the right sideline. Alvin Kamara. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Oh, man. Disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon. And he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there. Going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Again, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. But now he appears to be in some pain. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They run. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. they're going for it there on the opening drive, CD. If you're that close to the end zone, seems like a no-brainer, and they're able to cap things off with a touchdown.
I think that he was imagining the message he would send to his team if he called for the field goal unit at that point. Great drive. Got it all the way down there. You're telling your offense, I believe in you, and you're also telling your defense, hey, if they don't score, we got it covered.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Jacobs not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Thomas, the man in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Give him a gain of 38. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. In motion, the tight end. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
2 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They have not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. Taking it right down Broadway. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards.
A big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Williams will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And a wrap is on here in this first half. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And caught up.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Pete Werner. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. line of scrimmage. The 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger.
This will be caught in the back of 6. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. In motion right goes Adams.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a
touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A solid stiff arm. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one is already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT in return for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Black Ultra. Dog red.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Black shot. Watch out now.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready.
Back to throw again. To the right side, here's Moore. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.